Hey guys, welcome back to the DIALOG channel, and today we're going to cover is how to kill a healer. Now, before we start this, I want to give thanks to two players right here, like Pasta Tier 8, one of the most stubborn player I had ever had the privilege to teach, and my second one, Darth Magus, aka Captainrussia, which I will put his channel on the description below. Now, basically, there are these arguments about players having a hard time killing a healer. Let me tell you something. If you're 1v1 a healer, a full healer, not a healer that damages you, like a healer with thorn and stuff like that, a full healer, then you pretty much not going to kill him. Majority of the time. You may have a small chance. The chance is there, but you will not kill him. However, the healer can't kill you because he's full heals. He's not going to be able to damage you much unless you take auto damage forever, which I'm sure you're not stupid enough to actually stay there getting auto attack forever. You would just run away. So what about those instances where you have a 2v1, a 2-player versus 1 with healer who has Thorn and able to damage back? Well, in this case, we have a player over here named True Canadian. And thanks again to Big Pasta for linking this on Discord. Why it is okay that nature stuff can self-out heal 2 DPS while not running out of mana, and why is it okay for the cloth armor healer can out tank a plate of mail? Is there any sign of this being fixed and the healing working as intended for this game? The healer is working as intended for this game. No, there's not going to be fixed. You just need a more higher IQ player to know what's going to happen. Either that or a little more knowledge of the game. If you have just a little more knowledge of the game, you definitely will be able to play this game because it's actually balanced. Now, I feel like I have gone from thinking, oh wow, this game is balanced. It is. Every class is on par. Okay, I take it back. I'll take that back. I feel like Curse Staff is like really strong. To thinking I should just roll the Nature Staff and Solo Aspect in players grouped. Yeah, if you try Solo Aspect, you'll get caught alone and get your ass raped. And Solo in group, the only people you are going to be are either newbie players, dumbass players, or just plain overall dum-dums. High pro or mid players are definitely going to kick your ass. Now, in the bottom, we have, I see that Pasta actually posted here the answer. The fault belongs to the players, and I thought at one point as a holy healer that they were weak. Reason why. Now, before I actually start this, I wanted to tell you something. I left Reddit for a good reason. Reddit was very toxic, even though I helped player. My Pasta learned this the hard way. 1 month ago, I left Reddit and I didn't want to do anything with Reddit, and I focused on the forum only to helping player. So thanks Miss Pasta for actually bringing this thread to me, which I make in video because of that. And no, I'm still not going to answer this to Reddit. I'm just only going to put this video out there for overall players to know how to kill a healer. So here, I thought at one point a holy hero that I thought at one point as a holy hero that they were weak. Reason why? Oh, I know this thread. Basically, I didn't want to show who it was who said this, but I definitely have to now. He's still covering his name anyway. When I was teaching him how to become a nature instead of a holy healer, the guy said, bro, thank you for the help about nature, but sorry, I've been watching Loop Pack on stream and nature fucking sucks. Check this out. And then I told him, after I checked it out myself, I told him, I'm going to tell you the answer because trust me, there was nothing for him to celebrate. I know we have idiotic newbies being impressed by streamers and streamers when they have 0 clue or 0 IQ and such and such and such and such. In this thread, basically, and I'm actually going to put that in the description below. In this thread, basically Loop Pack 1v2 with a greater nature inside there, and in overall, I made a thread to bring all the high Q players to see what run is it, and then compare their answer to mine. So a player won 1.5 mil, the other player won a mil. So Rosalia and Arcana Arrow. I'm actually going to put that in the description below so you can actually see it if you want to. If not, then just ignore it. So in short term, basically, it was two babies fighting an adult. That's all it was. Which was very disadvantageous. There's a lot of disadvantage in there. So again, I was a holy healer that called it trash. Again, I questioned healing in some place. So I guess in here, pop up these two links. I almost will Greater Nature staff because I see players soloing other players and inside of random dungeons with Greater Nature. I then realized after much studying that the fault belongs to all to the players and not the heals. So let's see this thread. This thread is basically, I guess, yeah, I remember this. This is about graphic 1v2ing with a blood letter, and you have a Greater Nature and another player, which he actually asked questions down here, and I basically answered on a whole post because iGraphic did not answer his question in one day and started making other video. I decided to take the mantle and just give him the answer why there's no way that he would have been able to be won against a higher player instead of newbies. So again, we go back here and it says, I looked into more video healer, different weapon, both Greater Natures and Druid, and even though I see Druid looked like they're almost unkillable, which I think he posted, let's see. Okay, so yeah, he did post in my videos. He basically posted one that where I literally took on the 6 people and I ran away and survived, basically. That's one of them. It's called the New Zone BBB3, and the other one is You Can't Catch Me. That's when they have like about 14 players that I escaped. Though those 14 players did not have Purge, and I blamed them. Again, I blame newbie intelligence instead of smart intelligence of how to kill a holy healer. They could have killed me if they had a Purge, but they didn't. So because they have a Purge, they couldn't kill me, and I ran away from 14 players, and you know, I kept going on level. Let's go back here. So when fighting, oh, perfect. He actually have the answer. I should end the video right there. So when fighting a Greater Nature, wear Mage Robe, and if he hits you with the Thorn, he loses that living armor. Or wear Fiend Cowl and purging his living armor. Either that or during attack. While he was living, he has living, L-I-V-I-N-G. I'm not great at English, but seriously. Sorry, I looked up and now I missed it. There. Living armor, just run away until it wears off. If you're fighting a druid, hoping that they protect the nature first so you can purge it because he has spiritual seed, as written in the link above. If they use spiritual seed, you cannot purge that. And if they time it 3 seconds, by the way, I want to take credit for that because I told them that. If they time their 3-second delay to spiritual seed with their protect nature, it will be hard to beat. You will be able to purge it after to take away the 50% healing and the resistance, but the spiritual seed will go through unless you have godlike timing. If you protect nature, purge it. If you see protect nature, purge it at ASAP. That is what I've learned. By the way, right here, I'm gonna take credit for that. This way, if they try to use protect nature sacrifice, it won't heal as much. For wild staff and other staff, besides Greater Nature, it's no problem to kill them. I'm gonna favor this if I hear anything about healing. And basically what's happening here is that the players, I guess, either wants to be nerfed. See, I'm sorry, are there any classes that can solo Aspirate at low tier? I don't think so. I don't even need spec to be effective. I tried to make one yourself. So it seems that, you know, you pretty much bragging in here and there about this specific issue that, you know, the healer are unkillable. Guess what? There is a thread. There is a thread. There's no sticky in here, I guess. But there is actually a thread. And I was so close to logging in. I was like this close, but then I realized, yeah, I deleted my account. So I was Final Dion in Reddit, by the way. So then I looked over here and I'm like, there is best way to kill a nature. Purge. I should really end my video right there. Literally. There's all the answers right here. Literally. All the answer. And it says, really made me think when he said about me leaving this because I don't want to die, but I think more about it. I feel like this issue of the server lag will take a long time and I may not need to heal after all. So clicking on this. Yep. He actually quoted one of my posts on the Discord. And I said another one because he keeps sending a bunch of questions from Discord, even though I don't want to be in Discord. So then again, another one. I'm gonna skip all this. You can read all this if you want, but again, what do you need? Purge. Heavy Mace has Purge. Arcane has Purge. Arcana has Purge. Arcana Lucas has Purge. Fiend Cowl has Purge. Black Hands has Purge. One Mace has Purge. All that has Purge. If you want to read the whole thing, I'm going to leave it right here, but I'm actually going to continue because I don't want to make the video any longer than it already is. So let's actually go for the solo aspect of healing. And we're going to go to the beginning, and let me say something. If the healer, one more time, if the healer is a full heal. He can't kill you unless you're just standing there getting auto attack, which all you have to do is get the fuck out of there. If the healer does have Thorn, there's a way to combat it, which is Purge, by the way, and you're about to see it on this video. So during this fight, I go ahead and actually show Darth Magus. By the way, I'm 400 out of 400 on my heals. Darth Magus is a little bit lower on the dagger section. He hasn't used Black Hand, by the way, and I thank him for having the patience to go over this video with me. So here, I show him, please hit me with Forbidden Staff. I use my W. There it is, 570. 570 heals for that with Forbidden Staff. Then I show W, and he purged it. Now I don't have W. Now I use my normal heals, which is my Spiritual Seed. 696. A good player times that perfectly. Now let me show you the next clip. Ah yeah, he was trying to damage here. Try to damage. I forgot to cut this part. But yeah, he was trying to damage me here during the black stuff and all that. But then again, I was able to use my WND. Anyway, let's go for the next clip. W. Perfect timing. Oh, 1044. Now that actually wasn't perfect timing. That was a little bit second late. But 1044 is the actual heal with the Protect of Nature. Without it, it's 696, and with the Forbidden Staff, you actually saw it's 596 with Protect of Nature. Even worse if I don't have Protect of Nature. If he punched me in the face and he has Forbidden Staff during that time, I think it's 200 and something. I think maybe 290 or 280. So again, we tried to do a bit more, and now he has Forbidden Staff. Now here's the thing is, I tell players that timing is the key in everything in Nabi Online. Timing. If you see me doing Spiritual Seed, that's when you should do Forbidden Staff, not before it. But again, as you see, I use my Spiritual Seed and I heal for 1177. Okay, here we go. Still running away from him. Now I'm not damaging him, so he shouldn't be scared, right? I mean, you can't kill him. But again, I'm just stalling. And when you're stalling, you technically a healer shouldn't lose in a battle. Should be able to escape unless you have more people using Purge and Slow and Stun and Silence and all that stuff. But in here, in a 1v1 scenario, you shouldn't be able to lose. This pretty much ends up me like running away. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward this baby up to the next clip. Okay. All right. Jump into the next clip. Here's where I show Darth Magus the difference again. One more time, I tell him Protect of Nature is this green little Super Saiyan thing right here. That's Protect of Nature. Living Armor, however, doesn't have that. Living Armor is a Ray of Light, green. See that? That's Living Armor. That's when you know I'm going to use my Protect of Nature. So I tell him this because we had to try some battles. However, this right here is definitely a perfect Spiritual Seed Protect Nature combo. Watch as I use the Ray of Light, and look when I use the W. Boom! Perfect. Not going to be able to actually purge that unless you have godlike timing, which is debatable. Again, we try some other things and we'll look at him. He has, Cow. But he actually goes ahead and starts switching that around. So let me see. Right here on the next battle, he switches that to Pure Purge, I think. Let me see. Yep. Fiend, Cow, and the Black Hand. Again, I shouldn't be able to lose this battle, but you have to have your timing perfectly. Still, he's practicing on his timing, which right here, as you see, needs to be like perfect. You have to have that Forbidden Staff perfectly timed. He tried to use Hillian and try to use Feared, but I'm still far away. He does push me with Fear though, but again, that's not enough. Again, I'm being punched, and there. That's when he noticed that look, let me actually post that a little bit backward. That's when he knows that I'm going to do Spiritual Seed. He timed it perfectly. I use Spiritual Seed, and he go ahead and use Forbidden Staff. Then when I use the W, so I can get healed completely, That was close. God, that was good. That was good. Look at that purge. Let me do it one more time. You have to see this. You have to see this. Slow again. Maybe I can just slow it down, but I'm pretty sure you can see it. Again. W. And there it is. The little son of a gun of the purge. Hits me with it. And right when it should have been perfect, only heals for 311. Okay, so I start running away, and obviously I still have fear, by the way. I don't have to worry about it. I just fear him back. But again, I am not damaging him. If I were to stop and damaging stuff like that, then he just going to ahead and use keeps doing Sunder and Forbidden Staff, and I'm going to be in trouble. This ends up, obviously, me not dying, obviously. So again, I'm back to full health. Next clip. And this time, he tries a burst build instead, which I think has electric feel on it. Let's watch it. So he used Druid on the Druid sandals to slow me down. Uses the fear to not allow me to go crazy on my heal, but I still get instant heal, which is just not crazy. And then he tries to punch me in the face with Forbidden Staff, by the way, and I don't heal as much. 570. So now I have to pretty much run away. Luckily, I wasn't too much in danger. Otherwise, I had to use my D, which I wait for my sacrifice. Sorry, my Protector of Nature to use my D, sacrifice, and there it is. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, okay. So there it is. I heal completely for 1,618. Thank God for that. However, if he had that Forbidden Staff, it would have been much worse. And second, I could have been in bigger trouble than that. However, I should survive this. Yikes. Yikes. He made me actually use everything right there. But I still, again, should survive this because I'm not fighting him. That purge was actually not a real purge. He thought I was using the Protect Nature, but that's where you have to know the difference. That was actually a Q, so he purged it. But again, that's not a buff. Again, I use my W. I only heal for 570 because of the Forbidden Staff, but I keep running away, have my fear on me, push him back with the fear, and wait for I get the, again, Spiritual Seed and Protector Nature so I can heal myself again. So there it is. Let's see. Nope, actually, it's already done. He's already running out of mana. Game over for that. We try now with a Scythe. Different type of builds. Now the Scythe actually hits extremely hard. And I have to start running away. He purchased my shit, and now I have to, again, I don't have my speed, so every buff that you got on yourself purchases. Even Cleric Rope gets purged. So now I have to use, I save my fear because I know he would have purged it if I had it on me, and now I start running away. However, once again, I should be able to escape this perfectly, and I don't die. Next clip. Keeps going. It's going again. I don't die here, so I need to get to the next clip. Because he tries other builds, such as the one with Cultist Rope, Cultist Shoes, and no luck. I still can run away. So now, let's see where I was. Again, same build. He's tried to nuke me with Electrified. I pushes him off. He used Spectre. I didn't saw this. Cheeky. Very cheeky. Smart boy. He uses the Spectre Helm to reset and use the Electric Field again. I start running around it instead. So that didn't actually work. And then let's actually fast forward this. Again, it comes for a long time. I should be a great. Now, what happens? Here's where the video actually starts, and I should probably put that in somewhere around here. What happens when the healer is now fighting you? A greater nature healer. Again, I have Fiend Robe and all of that. By the way, they're not going to be using Fiend Robe. That costs a lot. They're going to use a cheap build to try to kill you. So again, now, 2 stacks. He actually goes and has him fear me. And I try to use it again, the greater nature, but he fears me. So then I'm like, oh, god damn it. Let's restart this over. He's trying to chase me, but I try to run away, and I try to get my living armor on my greater nature staff. So I run, heal myself with 3 dots, and there it is. Greater nature. I go ahead and start thorning him, but he gets me right in the jaw. He hit me right in the jaw and purged that. Now I don't have the the living armor, and because of that, if I thorn him 2 more times, that's a lot of damage on me. I can't do shoot. I need to run away. Game over. Okay. You know what? I don't feel like I feel happy about that. I want a rematch. So let's go for another rematch. This time I use Thorn for like 3 stacks, but again he fears me, so I try to do the same thing and do living armor right there and start getting him on the Thorn with the fear, right into the face. Purge me, I can't do anything, I lose. Okay, fine. Let's try with the sass. Nobody likes to use the what is it called? The black hands. So let's use it with a sass. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Thorn. I'm about to use living armor. Living armor. So now, as you see, something happened. What happened? Can you tell? No? Okay. He has mage robe. Look very closely at what happens on my living armor. Mage robe. Right there. Right here. Right there. Now 2 things is going to happen. 1, either my auto attack or my casting is gonna deal damage to him, proccing the mage robe, which is a purge. When he gets hit, everybody loses their buffs. So either that or the dot on the thorn is going to damage him, thus proccing me losing my living armor. So as you see, it's already gone because of the dot, and now I have to run away. I get my ass handed because of that. Okay. Alright. Let's do this again. Again, thorn. Here we go. I actually went and did fear on him, and I'm about to use the living armor. He knows it's a self-cast. You can see that self-cast. Living armor is now active. I still have it. He late applies the purge, and look, there it is. My living armor is gone. That was late apply, by the way. That means I should have had the advantage on that fight. So I ran away and tried to see if I can just go ahead and hit him with it, but no. It just spins in with the one little spin. It's cute. Not a straight up spin, but a little spin. Now let me show you what happens when you have a cleric robe build. Cleric robe and a sacrifice. So watch as I use the. There it is, right here. Boom, it's gone. This is, by the way, 0.25 seconds slow. That thing should last for 2 seconds, I think. 1 or 2 seconds. But it's already purged because of the mage robe. So imagine you have a thorn on your character and you're trying to use the cleric robe and the sacrifice to get full health. Mage robe will purge that. So again, I do another one slowly. Here he actually does the AoE with the dot. And the reason he does this is because my cloak, my cleric robe, does not proc alone. It procs when I get hit. So the dot will proc it. Ching! There it is. The cleric robe has procced. This is 0.25 seconds slow. So again, you see it? It's gone before it actually moves away. You can pause that or revert it back so you can see it. That means that only will leave me using the sacrifice at low HP. So we did this test like this because majority of the time players will use living armor and later try to use the cleric robe. But again, if a player is fighting someone who is going to use the cleric robe and the D first sacrifice, he'll waste that, and then maybe on the second time he'll lose it with the mage robe. Or if he first lost it with the mage robe, the purge on the chest, then when he has living armor, you can use a fiend cowl and just purge that as well. Or if you have him using the black hand, you can purge that by punching him into the face with the E. We get to the next clip. Alright, so then I said to myself, let's fight again. Now he's using the one that punches me into the face. A black hand versus this. There's my living armor. Cleric robe. To the face because cleric robe got purged. Left me with just that little small amount of sacrifice to heal. No way that I can actually do anything. Again, one more time, if the player is using ambush, which is on assassin jacket, the player is having less healing done on himself. If the player goes ambush, he has to wait till he's come back and you can kick his ass at that time. Remember, this build was in 2017. The build of the living armor with, I think, between 80 to 140, I think it was, between it. You can check it, you can look at it in the forum. The living armor was huge back then. It got nerfed all the way to 38, I think. Yeah, 38. Back then, the reason why Assassin Jacket got nerfed is because those dumbass players in Nature went ahead and 1v3 with the ambush setup on Assassin Jacket. And because Assassin Jacket also gives the ability, and when it gets into like, when it gets out of the ambush, you have 40% more damage. All you need to do is reapply that stack, and it's now 40% more damage during that whole duration. You have to understand, all this has been nerfed. Assassin Jacket was 40 seconds. Nature cost the nerf to 60 seconds. And if you need that information, I can look it up for you. Second, the heals of Nature has been getting nerfed dramatically over the past year. All the way till now, they actually got the living armor nerfed down to 38. So they are using something old. And they think they can still get away with it with pro players or mid players? Nah, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Unless, of course, you're fighting newbies. They're gonna get their ass kicked because they don't know how to play this game. Sorry, I don't mean to be like rude or anything like that, but it's just fact. You don't know how to play the game. That, you know, it's just fact. So again, I'm fighting him one more time. Learn this. I don't even want to fight him anymore. But this, it just ruins it for me. Now, obviously, by the way, please pay attention. This is not particular nature. This is now spiritual seed. He can't purge that baby, so now I have an advantage on him. Can't purge my freaking great living armor because I have no living armor. I have spiritual seed. So again, I use spiritual seed. He tried to punch me through it. Again, I used the cleric rope right on time with it, and the D2, the sacrifice. So again, I am fighting him over. Running away. I can't. Need to reapply that stack though. God damn it. And there is a spiritual seed. Yes. Yeesh. Ah, come on, come on. That was a close one. Oh yeah. Sorry about that. That was a close battle right there. Now I probably could have kept running away a little bit more, but again, during this time, the player just had to time the. Well, he had to time the Forbidden Staff a little bit more, and again, he has to time the Purge, which he wasn't wearing during that time. I think he wasn't wearing the Helm Purge. Again, Spiritual Seed is a little bit different, but again, it's a close battle. I could have won that, but he got me in there. So understand that if it is 2 versus 1 player, yeah, you're gonna kick my fucking ass if I try to go Thorn. Again, he goes ahead and going to try it on his Scythe. Now, Scythe does have a healing reduction, and I want to put this up there because people are just going to ask me, why don't you use this weapon, this weapon? I didn't get to cover all the weapon, but again, I use melee because they have the most disadvantage, because I can still run away very far away, instead of a range who can actually still shoot me from far away. So again, we're fighting over here. Ooh, good one, good one. I use it. I use Fear. Yeah. That fucking Mage Robe took away my fear, but I still was able to heal with my spiritual seed. Again, if I don't keep that stack, that 3 stack, he's gonna be free. I have to keep that 3 stack. Now, I could have definitely run away and used spiritual seed and then fight him back. The stack might have been there, otherwise I would have reapplied it. I think I might have won that battle, so I'm gonna call it like a close to even. Now, let's work on the last weapon. Let's talk about the Curse Staff. Now, the Curse Staff, he has a 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this is what I see. I had 100 here. These don't increase damage. It's just the ability of things like sometimes chests don't increase damage, but the higher the tier he uses on the claw, the better for the poison. And he has, I think it may be using this one. I'm not sure. We're about to see it. I jump into mine, and I want to show everybody that seriously, I have 100. Check my thing. I would have been at 400 or 400. Everything would have been maxed if I would have kept playing during April 10th to all the way now, the way I had my core run. But obviously, servers were getting issues and stuff like that, and I just freaking left the game. So, okay, we're about to fight then. Now, I want to mention something to you. I really want you to take a really close eye on this. This is called the Adept Moisac. It gives you physical attack bonus for melee, and then it gives you physical ability bonus if you have that, or magic ability bonus by 6.1%, depending on the tier you have. Ability cost reduction 7.6, and healing cast bonus 6.1. Why do I actually show you this? Well, because he's not using one. Yep, he's gonna fight me without it. Okay, so let's go with a Thorn build. Press a dual dude. Yeah, thank you. Fast forward that shit. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice. I'm still going to heal myself. Ooh, perfect timing on my leaving armor. This is a 400 out of 400. Let me tell you something that could have been done differently. And HP potion, that could have helped. Some people like to use Mercenary Jacket, which they do. It's the normal curse standard or staple build. I prefer Energy because I want him to use either Mage Robe or something stronger to be able to fight back. So again, I give him a build that I always wanted to test. This build is actually quite old. It's actually Spectre Hood and the Druid chest. It's a build. So I wanted to actually try a longer lasting damage on him. It's just a test of a build. There's something better. He use energy potion and stuff like that he can use, and it's just much better. So instead, I actually use one that is called the Spectre Hood and the Druid chest. And when this happens is that during this time, if I use the chest and I stack it up to 8, right as it's about to fall off again, I use the D to refresh my chest, and right as it's about to fall off, it goes up again. Now I actually tried this. We actually tried this, and basically he didn't even get to the chance to actually use the build because he killed me with a druid. So here it is. We're fighting each other. He's at 8 stack. I heal myself. He armor pierced me. By the way, if you don't see it back down here, that's 1,197 magical damage. That rocked me. He didn't even get the chance to use the build. I said, fine, we'll test its skin. Full heal mode. Now, full heal mode, I should survive. I shouldn't die. minus damage. I use obviously Protect Nature and Sacrifice to be full health. Oof, that was way too much. That was way too much. I didn't even get to see that. Did I? That should have been 1,100 damage. Now I survived his whole thing. His whole setup with 8 stack all the way to the end. However, 2 DPS on me, yeah, I'm gonna die. 2 DPS on me, or at least a bloodletter to finish me up with execute, I'm gonna die. We kept going this for a bit to see how long he actually takes, but let me tell you something, that damage with the curse staff at 0 spec versus a 400 out of 400, god damn, that is some strong shoot. Again, he got his stack back, but I'm sure he doesn't got the Spectre Hood to use it. That's around a minute. This chat says, oh my god, look at that, god damn. Yeesh, yeesh, he made me use both E and Sacrifice, both Spiritual Seed and Sacrifice with my Protect Nature. He made me waste all my cooldowns. This is the trouble if it is 2 versus 1. In all honesty, even with the Fiend Robe, if I had 2 DPS on me, I will be in trouble. I have to run away. I cannot let him stack that much on me, and I cannot let him get me down like this. Now, what happened if we fight with the Thorn? Okay, let's go. I want to mention one thing again. The player does not have energy potion. Here's when HP potion, sorry, HP potion or energy potion, I think. Either way, he doesn't have it. So now he doesn't have a Purge. Pretty cool, right? Good damage and all that. But watch this. I will win this fight, but watch this. Yikes. I won that fight by an inch. What could have been done different? 2 things. If he wanted to, he could have either used a Fiend Cowl to purge my greater the living armor, or he could have used a energy potion. HP potion, health potion. Then he would have gained around maybe 70 or 80 per second, and that would have given him the edge to kill me. By the way, once more again, this is 400 of 400 heals versus 0 spec. Now he was using the torch, but if he uses Muizak, that would have been much better. So now we actually go around and we actually find some dungeons. Maybe we can find someone who uses Purge. Not a lot of people do, by the way. So we skip to the fight, and look who we found! We found a black hand, a nature black hand. I always wanted to party with a nature black hand. In fact, if I had the chance to party with Oak Tree Field on his black hand, that would make my day. Because this black hands are awesome. They have Purge. They have Forbidden Staff if you want to use the Forbidden Staff, and which is reduce your healing by 40%. And they have Sunder, which lowers your armor. It's a very good versatile for the melee, and it's the only melee that I give credit versus every other melee in this game. So again, here's the fight. Now he's gonna focus on Dark Magus and keep a close eye on him. As he received the spiritual heals. Here it is. He's back to full health. The Black Hand noticed this. Okay, I got you. So he times it. He's timing it. Alright. So again, I am healing him. He has Hellion Boots, and now he has the Forbidden Staff. He knows he's low, and I need to protect him. The heal, the E, and a W with the, what? Forbidden Staff. Look what happens. That's not enough. That right there is not enough. He needs to walk away. Now, if he walks away, it means that his healer is protected. I told him, get away. We need to back off from this fight. They are definitely have that same combo. They have the Black Hand combo, and it's purging you the heal. Now look, I give him the W at the E, and I'm about to give him the W to heal him full. Granddaddy used Helium Boots and plunge him with another Forbidden Staff. Again, that's not enough for him to sustain fight against the other one. Now, both of them are using Fiend Rope, by the way, which is actually a great combo to use, since Fiend Rope can have this guy either me from healing him or him from attacking. He pushes me to the mob. Again, I tell Magus, we can't. We need to walk away. Magus is at the lowest point. From there, I try to get close because you need to be close to use the ability. Now, as he goes around, I get him with the E, where I messed up already on my W, and there he comes. Not enough. 638 instead of 1,000 something. I know they understand that this Hellgate has a IP cap, but that should have been close to like either 65 or 75%. Also, head disclaimer. Yes, my opponent I think is either between tier 6 and tier 7. We're waiting for the kill board. I did saw him. There are higher gear than we are, and I'm sure they're a good spec too. They're not newbies. So again, I tell Darth Vegas, it's like, okay, we gotta move up. We gotta move up. I need to use the Protector Nature and Sacrifice without that Forbidden Staff. However, still used it with the Forbidden Staff. He's running around and is trying to focus the healer again. But again, when you have Purge, when you have Sunder, when you have Forbidden Staff, that is more than a scythe can handle. So the healer just runs away through all that time. Now we're having a trouble. We're running out of mana, and now I have to use my energy potion. If there was a Curse Staff, the fight would have been even lesser than this, because if a Curse Staff would literally use either Demon Helm or would use the Purge, and with a Purge, the players can't heal a Curse Staff user. So again, he now goes inside. Luckily, I already heal him with the E and the W, Protective Nature, enough for him to get away. However, it's too much that he keeps taking the Protective Nature away from him. He does have full heal. Portal comes up. We can't get out. We have to channel that. And then I tell Death Makers, we can't beat this class. We have to be Black Hand. We have to be Mirror. We have to be Black Hand versus Black Hand. Again, he does the Forbidden Staff on him, and I wait for that shit to go off. Once it's off, I heal him, and it's still not enough. I tell Vegas, that's it. We can't beat them. They have an overwhelming advantage. You know very well what this combo is capable of. We try this. It's no good. We need to run away. So we decided to run away during this fight. Now I hit him with the best heal, and I still have no mana during this portion. And listen, let me tell you something. I have fought mirror fight before. You do not need an eye for this. You just need the right combo to actually beat a player. A Curse Staff is all you need. So the reason I had Horn Mistcaller in here is because my cooldown is reduced with the Omelet, which allows me to spend more of the two abilities. However, these two are running Fiend Robe, so it allows the other player that extra second. It's like he has more cooldown for this. So now I run away. We split. He's trying to catch me. All I'm trying to do is get close to that energy potion, just so I can get enough to heal myself. I see him coming closer. I use the energy potion. I use the E, and then quickly I use the W. As he's about to hit me, he doesn't have the Forbidden Staff. Boom! I heal myself. Forbidden Staff, too late. Now I tell Magus again, we can't fight this. We need to run away. We need to get out of this thing. So he's now trying to kill Magus, but I use Fiend Rope to protect Magus. He uses his potion, and I tell him, dude, run away. We need to either get away, make them tire away from us. We are at a disadvantage. There is no way to beat them. We can't beat them. So we thought of a new strategy. The I steal your loot strategy. So Magus is going down, and I'm actually going on the left, and they have to at one point focus me because I'm the healer. So he starts taking some of the items away. Like, were you able to? It's like, yeah, I did. I took some items. And then we looked a little bit back from here, and if they went back to try to pick up those items, we would have went back to try to interrupt them. So like, you know, try to hit them and get them away from them. So we decided, it's like, I have an idea. Let's steal their loot. There's no way that we're both going to survive this. I'm going to run out of mana sooner or later, and then they're going to kill us. So I start taunting them. Tag, you're it. You're still it. Watch what happens here. Good Purge. Boom! He went for a burst. A Hellion Boots plus E to Purge, because he just wants to nuke me down. Plus the other one is doing the Druid Sandal to slow me down. But I saw this happen and I cast the Spiritual Seed. Now all I need to do is use a W, and as it goes off, not a lot, but I'm able to walk away fine. So I told him, go the other way, and then I said, can you pick up the loot? Let's pick up the loot. Just pick up the loot and run away. He start picking up the loot. I use fear, pushing them back. And now they're trying to separate. I tell them, go top right side. We can actually still get away from this. Not me, but you. So he does. He comes right side and then moves down. Now I need to make them focus me again. I taunt them. And now I have their personal attention. Personal, undivided attention. So now they have to get me. So now they're focused me. Now look at Magus in the bottom left side. He's looking for the portal. However, two of the portals are right here and right here. As I telecom, I tell him, you can't A out in Hellgate. You need to use the portal. So go to the bottom right side all the way until you get to the portal, because I am going to start going to the left side and they're going to meet us there. So now he goes to the bottom side, slowly trying to get to the portal so he can get the loot, which is a little bit really good about money for this. Again, he's on the top right side. Look at it. He's looking for the portal. It's not there. This is where the boss is at. I told him it's top right, top right. He needs to go top right because I'm coming in. I'm going to kite them to the middle. As he goes in, he goes to the top right. Now I go to the middle so I can bait them into the middle and not to the other players. There he is. He escapes with the loot. So obviously, there's no way I'm going to survive this forever. I have energy potion, one last energy potion, I think, and then one or two, I think, energy potion. Sooner or later, they're going to catch me and kill me. It's two players using Fiend Rogue. There's some mobs everywhere. Sooner or later, they're going to catch me with both Fiend Rogue and try to kill me. All right, I slow this down, and during this time, look. I had to use my E, my W, my D to survive. And as I try to use fear, it feels like it got purged. I can't understand what this one is, but basically my fear is not on me. And now I can't use fear. I knew that was going to happen sooner or later. There was no way that I was going to be able to survive two of them on me. Even though the other one is just a healer, you have to understand, having two Fiend Rogue back to back is dangerous in here. So again, he uses Fiend Robe, and that's where I died. As a funny joke, stole your loot.
that's when you run like the biggest bully, but you never know.
That was my boy talking. So here's the different thing. To kill a healer, all you need is Purge. That's all you need. But if you're doing a 1v1, you're gonna have a hard time trying to kill me. If you're doing a 2v1 with good spec, like basically the other person is either using a Fiend Cowl or he has a Silence. Your second partner either has a Fiend Robe, you know, or both of them, a Fiend Robe and a Fiend Robe and a Fiend Cowl, something to purge me, and then again fear me. Or 2 DPS, to be honest with you. 2 DPS would just be just enough to actually kill me if they have a purge. All my videos that I have shown that I have able to escape 3 versus 6, 14 players trying to kill me, 5 players trying to kill. The only problem is that they don't have any of the purge. They don't have silence. They don't have fear. No CC like that. You get CC, you're dead. And that is how you beat a nature healer. Now, for those who who are over here thinking about what about Holy Healer, just know that Holy Healer Q Generous Heal heals for 456. I think a little bit higher higher spec. Just do the math. Forbidden Staff on that baby, and you're good to go. If they start using a buff on it, again, Fiend Cow, purge it. If you have fighting a greater Holy Staff who has explosion heal and shoots everybody away from the middle, guess what? Night Helm. It makes you immune to CC and pushback and fear, so you can just go straight to the healer and punch him in the face. And that is how you beat a healer.